Hello and welcome back to the Nordic Takedown. You're listening to episode 90. And today we have our good friend, local judge, returning legend Mattias. Welcome.
Thank you. I do like being
And
a returning legend.
yes, you might miss Legends of the Force, but there's no secret. Also among us, we have Adam.
Hello.
Good to have you. Today is going to be a chill one. The three of us chatting it out, looking at some news, hearing about Mattias, what's been going up in his Stars Unlimited life, and we'll see where it goes from there. So, without further ado, let's start off by doing the Cantina catch-up, and maybe we'll save you for last, Mattias, since we can kind of drag that out a bit more.
For sure.
So, Adam, what have you been up to since last time?
Quite a bit. I've been playing quite a lot of Svu. Also some Riftbound, so a lot of card game, but mostly
Nice.
Svu. Both with the Enigma, but also alone. And I've also been on interview for another channel. I think the channel is called Gambito. It's a Spanish channel, content creator for Svu. He's also been doing other contents of card games before.
Cool.
He did do an interview with Beton and Sip not too long ago, and I did that in the middle of last week, and I think the interview aired 2 or 3 days ago. So that was pretty sweet, pretty fun.
Yeah.
Of course, playing the game is pretty fun, and trying to work around good solutions to not lose against boring plot things. But I think I'm starting to find some decks that I really enjoy and feel comfortable in, like for my playstyle, which I found a little bit harder in Legends of the Force. So
okay, great.
Even though some of the meta stuff and some of the new things in the meta is not super fun in my opinion, but if I have a deck that I enjoy, then it's just doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I have not gotten that far yet. I feel like there's still so much new stuff to me, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
but
what have you been up to though? Have you played anything?
Yes, I have. I've been playing a lot of Limited. I did 2 seals and 2 drafts or something. So that's been really fun. Also introduced a friend of mine to the game who had played a bit or a decent amount of Hearthstone before. So that was kind of transferable skill. So he did pretty well at drafts. Actually managed to beat me in the first round. And I kid you not, I did not give him I was kind of giving some advice during the game, but it wasn't really putting me at a big disadvantage. I was still playing optimally from my point of view. But the thing was, I had a really nice Jabba deck that was really good at kind of controlling the ground arena. But both games, he started off with a spaceship and just kept on buffing it and had removal for my space units. And yeah. So I ended up winning all my other games in that draft because nobody else had space. But lost 2 against him. So that's been really fun. Haven't really been tinkering much when it comes to Premiere. Revisited Sabine Data Vault a little bit because Nemec carries Nemec.
It's pretty good.
And Mina Bonteri are like 2 really great 2-drops in the set.
Yeah.
And I felt with Sabine Data Vault, you want a lot of 2-drops in the deck, so the quality of those matter. And especially when you go 2-drops on the deploy turn. But I haven't looked into the plot cards, actually. I should, because I heard some people play a Jar Jar and stuff in Sabine.
Yeah,
I haven't...
I think he should be good even in Data Vault, especially if you're trying to do 2/2s, because he's basically a 2. So you buff Sabine, she survives, and then you get another 2 drop down. I think he's good. And he still does his thing, even played from hand, I think. So a weak rebel what is the name? Fleet Lieutenant, I mean.
Yeah.
From Halo.
Right. And I think I'm not playing for a cause anymore, so I'm okay with doing some.
And I
more
think
heroes
you could also play Chopper 4-1.
Okay. Yeah.
4-1 Rebel. Forces
Yeah.
you and the opponent to discard a card, of course, when he attacks. But I like Chopper. Like, it pushes so much damage. As long as you don't face Cad Bane, he sounds really good.
Yeah. Cool. Have to test those out. Yeah, but other than that, good to be back on the pod and hear about you guys. But Mattias,
Yeah, I'm
there.
just.
This Adam is distracting us now with a prestige Jar Jar.
Yes.
So this is the exact reason why we maybe should move to video podcast in the future. We'll see.
Yes.
Stick around to follow that evolution.
Yeah.
But on the topic of nice cards and promos, Mattias, you did go to a place where they had promos.
I did go to a place where they had promos. I did go to Munich, which was fantastic. Great time. For once, I actually got to be a player.
Nice.
Which I haven't done a lot of, honestly, since Lille, realistically. Like, I've been just running around everywhere, being a judge in Malmö, being a judge in Skövde, not really having a time to focus on actually playing the game. So it was pretty fun. I basically just brought my Lille deck updated for the set, which is on green, which luckily was actually good again. But I went... It was 9 rounds, right?
8 rounds.
8 rounds, right?
Yeah, 6 and 2 made it.
Yeah, so I was placed like 175th after a intentional draw the last round, because that way I got into the guaranteed top half to get the extra 2 silver packs.
Nice.
Which is nice. I don't like doing that, but like...
Yeah, it was a bit
silver
weird that people in the 8th round that couldn't even make the cut just took an ID just to guarantee packs.
Yeah.
It was
And like... I'm not a big fan of doing that, but I do like silver packs. I enjoy opening packs. So
yeah, and those cards were pretty cool, right? And maybe valuable as well.
Yeah, I mean, for being something you got for essentially free, in quotation marks, they were pretty good. Like, some of them sold for... I think the Planetary went for like 90 at the event. The Vigilance went for 50-ish.
Wow.
Not sure where they are now, but...
I sold 2 of the cards for around 80 at the event first, and then just the day after they were down to 50. So
yeah,
but somewhere between 20 and 40, I think, is probably where it's about now.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
maybe the Gungi or the Axewolf, like, everyone got tons of those are probably just worth a few euros. But
I got, out of my 4 packs, I got 3 Gungis. It makes me very sad, but it's okay.
Gungi play set.
Yeah, I do have. I have 4 Gungis in total from the event, because I also got one of the price wall ones from one of the side events. So if you need Gungis, I'm your man.
Or you're just playing a Gungi deck next to Gungi General's Blade.
Perfect.
For Linköping.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm being a judge in Linköping, so
okay.
I'm back on that grind. But
yeah,
it was a great time, and I got to meet some of my judge friends from Malmö, because we did have a couple of international judges in Malmö as well, so that was great. Spent a lot of time hanging out with really good, nice people, a lot of people from Skåne and around there, south of Sweden, who I stayed in the same hotel as, and then just played Zoo during the day, went out, had a couple of glasses of drink and some food, and then we went back to the hotel to play some more games. So I'm
nice.
Pretty satisfied. Oh, and got the pre-release there too, which was very fun, especially with the whole getting 12 leaders thing that happened, because they had the faulty boxes. So
did that happen to everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was in the big pre-release, which was nice, because in the second one they ran out of bases for people. So because they had to supply like 400 bases, and they hadn't bought that many.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great time. I enjoyed myself. I got a good practice in as well in queuing. There was a lot of that going on. Just throw in some shade, because that was an experience.
Yeah.
And then after that, I've been doing a little bit of we did a draft last week. No, 2 weeks ago. I couldn't play last week. which was really fun. Haven't really started looking at Constructed yet, on account of I am not smart enough to build decks with 6 sets available. That's too many cards. I'm gonna let other people figure out what's going on. I might just wind up, since I'm judging in the Swedish PQ this season as well. So I might just, for whatever I managed to play here, go for Han 1 green again, because it looks like he's still playable, and it looks like you add like a card and then he's done. So I might just do that.
Yeah, seems reasonable. He's pretty stacked already.
Yeah, like the Ebon Hawk or whatever is like seems pretty good. And then it's like, well, I have a deck now. It's great.
Yeah, so. And it did win, I think, the top 16 in the US. We were going to talk about later, but...
I actually hadn't paid attention to that, so... Hey, I'm already playing the meta.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, that's been my last couple of weeks, I guess, of actually playing the game.
Yeah. How has your kind of experience been with the new set when it comes to rules and cards and maybe the judge side of the set? Has it been easy? Do people have a lot of questions about the cards?
Yes, so obviously we're very early and like I've only had 1 weekly in this set. So it's hard to say exactly where it's going to turn up, but generally, I think most people have figured out how the mechanics work. For once, I think most mechanics actually make sense. Like we don't have a smuggle where it's just like what's happening here, because plot actually says what it does on the card. Plot still confuses people in that obviously you need to reveal every plot card and then play them. So you can't do crazy shenanigans. But I feel like with one announcement of that, people went like, yeah, that makes sense. And then we haven't really had that question a lot. There's been like a couple of weird, like what has become now has been errated because they whoopsied that one as well.
Could we go over that change, because I haven't heard about it?
Yeah, so when it's become now used to say play a card with plot from your resources, put the top card of your deck into play as a resource. And now is the litmus test here. Do you see what's wrong with that? It costs 1. Your silence says no.
It says...
I know the answer, so that's why I'm so quiet.
Yeah. So play a card with plot from your resources. Put the card, top card of your deck into play as a resource. This is essentially supposed to be you get to play a plot card, right?
But you don't have to. So it needs to be if you do.
If you do, put it. Yes. So otherwise, it was a neutral card, a neutral black card that allowed you to just ramp for 1 for no reason.
Yeah.
Which
so I kind of called it.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah. So they added an if you do to that, which is good, because like how did you miss that?
Yeah,
I will say with like I've started playing some Riftbound now too, and they have 31 erratas after day 1 release. So like SU is doing a lot better, but that one I was impressed that they missed that one. So we had that one, and then we had the one that confused people a lot on when it was revealed as well, Levuto and Pala. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It's a 9-cost 7/7 ship that costs 1 less to play for each friendly droid, and then each friendly droid unit may be exhausted to play costs as if it were a resource. Now, a lot of people seem to think that meant you could use that second part ability when playing the card, which you couldn't. Well, which you can't. So I've had to explain that one a couple of times as well. Other than that, it's been like I've had a couple of questions sent to me via DM from some of our local players in Sweden that have been fairly basic, just like what happens in this extremely niche situation. But that nothing that I really feel like is of major note. So I feel like they really are learning to format their cards in a way that makes sense to human brains. Which that's is good. An upside. Yeah, if you compare it to set 2 when that was released, it was a mess. So it's getting better.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like also it's a recurring thing that's come up, but that's a good thing about Stars Unlimited, right? That it's kind of straightforward. Like reading the card explains the card, and when you teach a new player the game, it's kind of nice to see that they can catch it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Usually the core interactions of cards make sense, right? Like yeah, you play the card, you do what it says, and then you're done. You can't make it too complex when there's not a chain involved, like in a lot of other games.
Yeah.
The things that usually confuse is if there's nested abilities or nested triggers or whatever that you need to handle, or there's some weird interaction with that card that's already on the field, and then I play this, well, which effect happens first, essentially. Like, but other than that, it's usually fine. It's just you do the thing and then you move on with your life. So.
Yeah. So on the topic of sectors and that stuff, we have some news, right? We already knew Netherlands and Paris. We don't know what city in the Netherlands is gonna host the.
It's been rumored Amsterdam, but I guess they haven't really locked the venue.
Okay.
I'm really curious what's going on with that.
Yeah,
it's like they gotta know now, right?
Yeah, it says January, and there is already two big tournaments in January. So I can assume it's either the first weekend or the second weekend in January. Otherwise it would collide with either the regionals in the US, which it could, I guess, in theory, but they haven't done that before, or it would collide with Paris, and that they will absolutely not do.
No, they can't staff two events at the same time.
No.
And what date is Paris?
31st January to 1st February.
Dang. Okay. Because
that's the limited one.
I'm away the 2 first weekends of January. Okay, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm still gonna be able to go. It would be really cool, but now it's confirmed that it's premiere, right?
Yes. And in a YouTube screenshot from somewhere, it was shown to be premiere.
Nice.
Which on the actual announcement page, it was a blank square. So it's like, what are you guys doing? Behave. Don't do anything silly. You can't have a limited and a
unlimited.
I mean, maybe they were like, hey, let's try to force people to play Trilogy or something.
Yeah.
But don't do that, FFG. I love you. I enjoy playing silly things, but we don't want to play competitive Trilogy yet. Please stop.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Have we heard anything about Trilogy since it's released?
They had some side events with Trilogy in Munich.
Okay.
They had a lot of weird stuff in Munich, though. Yeah. They had like team pre-release stuff. I didn't try those. I was confused.
They tried a lot of stuff there with the side events, which is pretty cool because then you can play like a lot, like try some new stuff. Like I know Beton and Zip went for the 2v2 draft because like then they can team up. There was like so a little bit more of team stuff was there. And there was a Trilogy tournament. I know Niklas from Sweden was going to try to play it, but he realized that all his decks was green, and he had like 5 decks with him, but 3 of them had ECL, and you cannot have ECL, so he couldn't play it. But I don't think they will do it in a major tournament yet, but I think they are now trying it in these side events, so it could potentially be introduced in planetaries later on.
Yeah, maybe.
And is Trilogy supposed to be kind of an eternal format? Or does it have the same ban list?
No, I mean, isn't it supposed to be eternal and just being limited by you can only have 3 copies of X in each deck in total? So, like, if you're playing the banned cards, well, you're only playing it in one of the decks.
Yeah.
They might have a separate ban list.
I mean, I know it's not the same ban list as Premier with, for instance, Boba and Django and so forth. But
I mean, they might.
I'm not sure.
Realistically, I mean, it's not going to rotate, but realistically, they'll probably have their own ban list as well eventually. Because I mean, games get broken when you add enough cards to the game.
Yeah.
Add enough variables, and some nerd somewhere, which is probably not me for once, will find a way to make it stupid.
Because we are approaching rotation, right? So when we get to that point, maybe Trilogy will have a bit more interest.
Yeah, like Trilogy is supposed to be the eternal format. Yeah, that's their like if you want to play Premier Eternal, you should play Trilogy. That's how I.
Okay.
Then
That's
you
gonna be
don't.
interesting.
Yeah, which is cool. Like because if
Yeah.
you're interested in Trilogy, you're probably having a lot of cards from the first sets. Otherwise, you're probably more interested in Premier or Limited. So I think that's a really nice, nice way, and I think they will introduce Eternal stuff at some point. I think, but maybe not at the top level.
Yeah. I mean, Trilogy has two main issues to me, and the first one being that like I barely have time to build and train with one of my decks. How the heck am I supposed to play with three? The second one being like a lot of most people's actual practice is online. Which, yes, it's a card game, that's not supposed to happen, but like that's the world we live in. I can't see any system where like you'd make Trilogy work digitally and make people stay for that.
I think you can. But I think unless they support it with like tournaments, real tournaments, people will just not care. Unless you're like a casual scene, like let's say Skövde, just the people there all just loves set 1, set 2, set 3, just want to keep playing their leaders, and locally you guys decide that hey, we're playing the Eternal format, that's our thing. Then you guys will have to try to build your decks yourself, but like you will still be able to take a lot of inspiration from old decks.
For sure. The main problem for me there was like if they actually go ahead and make it competitive, or like try to make big tournaments, like how would you realistically like prepare for that?
It's basically like when you play with anyone that you say best of 3, but instead of having sideboard, you just swap decks.
Yeah, I guess.
Which is harder than trying like just playing best of 1s, but it's doable, I guess. But it would be harder for sure.
Yeah.
You would probably like to have a community or a friend or like join the TNT Discord,
exactly,
and get some people to play it with and schedule. That's probably would be the best thing.
And another good thing about Trilogy, though, is that you have more decks to show off your shiny cards.
Yes.
Which we got more of today. We just got spoiled the promos for both regionals and sectors, right?
Yes, yes.
And PQs.
And PQs.
Yeah. Don't forget the all-important PQ promos. It is the PQs, right?
Yeah. The Thrawn one is the PQ, yeah.
Have we seen the store showdown ones? Just as a question, or are those?
I think
we might.
They were like during spoiler season, right?
Isn't that Darth Nihilus? That is Star Showdown? No, maybe not. And Karn.
I don't remember, dude. I should probably check that before I ask the question.
I think it's Amidala and First Light.
That sounds...
First Light has participation and Queen Amidala.
Oh yeah, there is. Set 6 store showdown, Queen Amidala and First Light, correct.
Queen Amidala is a... Oh, is it Queen Amidala or Padme? No, she's called Queen Amidala,
yeah,
right?
the card's called Queen Amidala.
5/3. That's a really good legendary.
Yeah.
And that's the top cut, the one, so...
Yeah, I guess I need to find myself to a store showdown and get myself a playset of Amidala, because she's completely broken.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, the First Light looks really good. Like, that art is actually fantastic. So
yeah,
that's what I care about, because I'm getting the judge promos, hopefully.
Nice.
I don't care about playables.
We have for PQs Grand Admiral Thrawn, also legendary. Very nice. And Galen Urso for participation.
And
that's
judges.
Cool. And judges, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I do like that as a judge promo on account of the effect feels nice as a judge promo.
Yeah, and I think he's rare that could be played. He's not auto include, but he could be played. Yeah. Same as Thrawn after rotation, especially. I think he will be played.
Yeah, after rotation, he definitely has the spots in some decks.
Because he has a pretty cool when played. He's a little bit of a Cad Bane kind of a story about him.
Yeah.
And but if you have a board after when he dies, you just keep capturing, which is pretty cool.
He's a budget Cad Bane, which in a world without Cad Banes is just a Cad Bane. So
yeah, exactly. So unless they power creep a lot, he's gonna be pretty strong, probably, if the colors allow. So I think that's a decent PQ1. I guess if I'm gonna be picky, probably I would do Thrawn for the Store Showdown and Queen Amidala for the PQs, because Queen Amidala is a better
The stronger
card.
card.
Yeah. I think they did the same last set with Malik and whoever it was. They, like the better Grand Inquisitor, right? Yeah, like Grand Inquisitor was Store Showdown. I think the better card should probably be on the planetary, and they should probably know that which one is better. But other than that, it's cool, because that would also like increase value if it's a better card.
Yeah.
And it has been some criticism to the PQs, like that the what would you say, like the prices are quite bad for the entry price.
Unless you go to Skövde, where you actually basically don't pay anything. You just start
stuff. Yeah, if it's not Skövde, it's expensive for what you've been getting.
But if it's Skövde, I am also solely judging for 67 people, and that's chaotic. So,
Yeah,
it was
Let's
fun.
do a small detour. How was that?
Oh, yeah, sure. It was a great time, for sure. I enjoyed myself. I met a lot of really nice people, and I got a lot of really nice comments, and it was lovely in every sense of the word. It was hectic as bananas. We were 67 people, so it was just enough to be an extra round than planned. And just like keeping track of both scorekeeping and actually responding to calls, making deck checks. Like, I did have to cut some corners to, like, I only did one deck per table instead of two, so I actually had time. And like, I had to rush things a little bit. Like, there was some situations where I would have liked to investigate further, but had to kind of drop it on account of I need to make sure the event is running.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it worked out well, and I don't think there was anyone that really felt like the event didn't run smoothly enough, at least. Most people seem to go away from it happy, at least when it came to like the organization part of it. So that felt good, and I had a really good time. I was very tired when I came home, though. I think I slept for like 12 hours. But
nice.
Yeah, so it was a good time.
Yeah, and it was a pleasure being there.
Yeah, it was really great to have both of you there, especially you, since you actually travel for a bit.
Yeah, it was great staying at your place.
Yeah, my couch had a guest. But
so have they stopped with the judge promos for the big events, sectors and regionals?
No, but there may or may not have been what we can call an incident last season.
Yeah.
Have we covered that on the pod? I'm not sure.
We can do a small...
So the short version is that there was every tournament has a day one and a day two promo, right? The day two promo being the one that is also the top cut one. Now, if you go and look closely at like when they have spoiled these before, like you could see that there was always one more. Like in the pile of like champion stacked cards, there's usually like you can see the amount of them. There was one more than there was quote unquote supposed to on the previously released ones, because that was supposed to be the judge one, even for the day two promo. And this one has also been spoiled as sort of a judge promo, but that was going to be happening with the Anakin Skywalker. It was right for regionals.
It was I think Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker was originals.
And like it had been shown, and like we knew it existed, and like from a print perspective, but the judges didn't get any. And when asked about it, it's like, well, this has never even existed physically. Like it was never printed. It was only a mock-up. So FFG decided to not do that, presumably because the Darth Vader promo from Galactics was extremely valuable, and they didn't want to overexpose the market to bring down the prices of the day 2 promos of the players by adding the judge promos, because that would increase the stock by like 50%. So they simply decided not to. Only problem was that because of the increased growth of the FFG team, they kind of dropped the ball on for both knowing that they had communicated that was going to be given out, and then because of that communicated that it actually wasn't, so no one knew. So a lot of judges went there thinking that was going to happen. So I'm assuming they're going to be a bit careful about announcing judge promos moving forward. But looking at the releases once again, you see that they're like on the picture, you see a Chancellor Palpatine promo. Oh, well, the participation promo for day 1 you can see has another one behind it that is presumably still a judge promo, because they did get the day 1 promo.
Okay, yeah.
So
nice. Yeah, so for sectors we have Chancellor Palpatine as participation, and then Qui-Gon Jinn from Legends, right?
Yeah.
7-5, yeah.
7-5 ambush guy.
Legends.
In my brain, he was a 7-6, but...
Yeah, but he likes dying, so he's a 7-5 instead, because that means he can bounce something to the top or bottom of your deck.
Yeah.
Which could also be a good legendary after rotation.
Yeah.
And yes, he's at least an iconic character as well.
Yeah.
I think he will have some inherent value of being Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
He's also a liked character.
Yeah. I think he might be my favorite showcase.
Oh, you mean the leader version? Yeah.
Yes.
It's okay. I don't think it's my favorite, but it's good.
Are we discounting Boba Fett then? Because that one is insane still.
It is great. But it does look good. It does.
Yeah, I just like the red, like the laser background.
And if I by some miracle of God I manage to get a hold of one of those by actually playing in a tournament, which I don't think will happen, I could play that card in my Han deck because it's cool and I like putting shiny cards in my decks. So.
Yeah, that Qui-Gon is actually very nice. It's only €50, if anyone is wondering.
What? The showcase?
Yeah, the showcase of Qui-Gon is €50.
Showcase prices have been kind of really low lately, though. So I'm not that surprised.
Ever since Carbonites, or?
More or less, yeah. The Carbonite showcases are worth nothing unless they're played.
Okay, small detour.
Yeah.
We're good at those.
Should there be less showcases in Carbonites? I mean, they would have to do something else to compensate, but...
I don't necessarily think so personally, because, like... let's be honest, I like them being somewhat available.
Yeah.
I feel like 1 in 12 boxes of normal boosters is kind of meh. Then again, I think like if they're gonna do that, they need to have I would rather see them have like a middle step between literally numbered cards being the other hits and showcases, because they should be able to add value without it being like literally 250 of this card exists in the whole world.
Yeah.
Me personally think they need to add something to add more value to boxes in general. If that is lowering the showcase hit rates in general.
In draft boosters or Carbonite boosters?
In everything. Because that would increase. If there is less showcases, they will be more valuable. It's either that or they need to find some else. I think the main thing would be to print just really good legendaries. That would increase the booster boxes. And I think that's better than making the showcases less available. I think they could lower the drop rate a little bit on Carbonite.
Yeah, for sure.
And increase more of the maybe prestige cards, like the cool Jar Jar showed, and stuff like that. They could they could do that. I think they need to do some tweak at least.
It's kind of difficult once the product is out, right? Because then if you make something more or less, you really have to somehow make the customers happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, to me, the fact that there's only one type of hit, really, like, prestige foils don't count. And you're not going to be aiming to hit a serialized card of a specific card, right? Like, that's not something you can do. So like the only realistic hit you can be going for is a showcase. And that means it's either going to be overvalued a sec or undervalued a sec. I don't feel like they need some more stuff to me. Especially since showcases are always leaders, so it's very limited on what they can do as well. But aren't they going to be changing stuff up for set 7 with their lineup? That is what I've been told.
Oh, interesting.
That we don't know like at all what they're doing, but that they are doing something, and I'm assuming that means that they're redesigning Carbonites from the bottom up. Hopefully burning the foils.
Maybe they're burning the foils. I think they are looking into some changes because I think like it's a bit worrisome. Like the stores are not making a lot of money of the boxes compared to other card games, because they're basically making money of the Carbonites, most of it. Like I think the Swedish stores are making money on the boxes because we actually pay the prices. Most Swedes are not importing boxes from Europe, but you can buy boxes for like probably what you buy in a box for on Card Market from different shops. Which is then the stores need to make money to want to be able to push the game.
And I know they've been like the SPD has been trying to force like you need to buy X amount of boxes to be able to buy X amount of Carbonites and stuff like that to actually sell booster boxes, but that doesn't really make the actual players want to buy more booster boxes. So like that doesn't help. And like I can't this is the first set where I haven't invested in booster boxes at all because like why would I? There's no I don't feel like I'll get anything from the booster boxes.
I think this set is actually quite strong.
But like it's more of a for every set. I don't feel like I should buy normal booster boxes because I don't feel like I will ever get my money's worth. And I enjoy opening boosters, but not to the point where I'm willing to get like a fourth of the value of the box.
I guess people who draft as well consistently get some stuff, but for me, I think what I need to do, because I want to be able to play everything, it's definitely worth for me to buy 2 to 3 boxes every set to just make sure I get all commons and uncommons. And most of the rares and some of the legendaries to to sweeten it up, because I guess you could probably just buy all commons and uncommons like from some person and then buy the legendaries and rares you need, but I am a little bit lazy.
It's also fun to open boxes, right?
But I mean, I get like a couple of boxes every set anyways from judging, so...
I don't.
So, but I usually try to invest in buying color boxes early because it's fun and I want to get the cards going, but now I just wait for my judge boxes to...
On the topic of kind of Carbonites versus regular boxes, I feel like, for instance, with showcases, it would be more exciting if... Or you would be more wanting to buy the regular boxes if the hit rates were a bit higher there and not the Carbonites being the money efficient way to get showcases, right?
I guess.
I think if Carbonite had no showcases and had some other stuff, they would sell a lot more boxes.
And the showcases only were in drafts.
Can I add a slight detour to our detour from what I think was a detour? I did play a draft 2 sets ago, right? 2 weeks ago. I did, in fact, open a showcase, which was I believe was my 13th open showcase, which is just absurd at this point.
You need to keep count.
I've been trying. I think
keeps going up.
I have a document now. I think I missed something, but there are 13 written down now.
I've opened myself quite a few. I don't really count when I do Carbonite opens because it's so high, but
I do because it's fun. But I think I have like only 3 or 4 of them from Carbonites. So I
Yeah.
still have opened
That's
and I have not opened that many boxes to justify my pull rates.
Yeah. Okay, we need to keep going. So to close off the sector and regional promos, I just have to say I really like the alternate art on the event pack for sectors. For instance, like Grogu, Grievous. There's some really cool art pieces.
Yeah, the Grogu one is sick. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Grogu one's really nice. So we have 5 new ones and 5 returning ones, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Orising, Planetary, Venestra, HK,
X-Wolf.
and IG, and X-Wolf and Gunji are old ones from the current season.
Yeah.
And we have Galen, Cyril, Chopper, Grievous, and Grogu as the new ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're doing the same thing again with the packs being alternate arts and the price wall ones being
the normal
frameless, I guess.
Yeah, hyperspaced.
Hyperspaced.
But there's kind of special frame, right?
Yeah, the even smaller frame of things going on.
It looks like metallic.
The Yoda looks not Yoda. The Grogu looks really neat, actually. Yeah.
I think
and the Grievous is hot.
The two ones I like. The regionals I really like. I mentioned that, like the Ahsoka Tano in the original one is extremely beautiful.
Yeah. In the event pack, or
in the event pack, yeah. Like, too bad we don't get regionals in Europe. This one I really would have want. This one I could get a 3 of.
That's from the show, right? It's from a scene, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it's from when like episode 1 in when she's in the temple getting the map.
Cool.
I mean, I would love playsets of both the Naboo Royal Starship and the Black One, because again, I love spaceships, and both of them are very, very nice. Both very nice art, but I like that there's actually stuff happening, which isn't necessarily always the case when it comes to ships.
Yeah,
Star Wars.
And I like a lot of dark backgrounds. I like Nemec and Nihilus 3D hands going, like, looks like they're going out of the cards.
Yeah,
they're doing really good with these.
I mean, Nemec has kind of sausage fingers on his left arm, but
but this would be memeable, at least.
Okay, let's move on from art that the listeners can't see, but definitely go and check them out for yourself so you can enjoy a good laugh.
Cards are cool. Look at them.
But kind of closing off, maybe now looking forward to playing more Premier. We had the first major event for the new set.
Yeah, it was the Bothan Networks Invitational thing. They had I think both a single player tournament and a team tournament, which the team who won, I think, was KTOD. I'm not sure, but I think it was that. But more interestingly, like the top 16, I think, of the solo players, or the top 4 at least, no new leaders. It was Han won green first place, Quinlan Tarkiton second place, and Yoda Tarkintown actually third, and then Anakin Datavolt. I guess that's new in its own way, because Anakin Datavolt has not been a really super strong deck before, but it really popped off in here in the US. So what do you guys think about this?
I'm not surprised on many of these lists. I am a bit surprised to see Sabine Yellow come back, though.
Yeah. Of Tower number 9. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Seeing him perform well in a big tournament like this. I knew he played, but I haven't seen him.
Yeah, and it's interesting that it's back to the 30 HP and not like last set. It was Nabat Village that everyone played with Sabine Yellow. So really back to basics.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess just hyper aggro works.
Yep.
For the Tarkin Town decks,
Yeah.
Han from Jump Light Speed and Cad Bane are no surprise, of course, but Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's interesting.
It was interesting that it was with Target Town. He basically said, there would probably not be a lot of aggro.
Yeah.
Or has it come? Well, I guess it's one easy way. If they get it going, and you get like find Ray, it's going to be really easy to ping off and get a nice board.
Yeah.
I assume that's how you deal with the aggro. I'm not sure. I didn't really watch much of the gameplay. To be honest, I didn't even know it was happening until Victor showed me when we were discussing this weekend. So,
yeah, it's fun to see some results. So I would recommend to go to Zoo Competitive Hub if you want to see some lists. Get inspired.
You can also see the actual the top 16 structure on there, which is nice. It's fun to see Han 2 Blue facing off against Anakin and being smashed. I enjoyed that feeling.
Yeah.
And the fact that there was a Kira there, but there was only one Kira there, makes me happy on my belly because I don't like Kira. But I'm curious if the reason for all the decks being old decks is that when you're fighting for $8,000, you want to play something you understand and like have experience with.
Yeah.
And like how much that played in. But it's a bit disconcerting when nearly all of these decks will be rotating.
I think that is. I think they have had almost that a little bit in mind. Like for a while, it feels like they are not pushing the leaders. They are more like waiting for set 1, set 2 to rotate out, and then they can work without this OP set 1.
Yeah, but that makes me wonder where will if the intent is for the game to be brought down, it risks making the game feel clunky to play if the base, if the core power level goes down, it just makes awkward plays, right?
Yeah. It all depends on how much they reprint in set 7.
Yeah, and how much generally what they do with set 7. But the problem to me is if set 7 is amazing and fixes all the problems that will be created by rotating out all the good stuff, then all of a sudden the only thing that matters is set 7 anyways. So
yeah,
but I'm sure they'll figure it out.
I think it's going to be solid. I think for example, Quinlan Tarkin Town will be replaced by Padme Tarkin Town.
No, it won't. Tarkin Town won't be there.
Oh, that's true. It will be reprinted. It will be reprinted.
Of course.
I honestly think they might reprint Tarkin Town and ECL.
What?
I don't. I really don't.
I hope not.
I think they might because they are so important for the meta game. I think
the question is if they give a crap though.
they may do tweaks with them, obviously.
ECL can only ECL out at 5 costs now.
Yeah, there could be something like that. But I think they are. Without them, it's a very high chance it's just going to be control, unless they just don't release any cards with kill unit stuff. It's going to be very interesting to see. I think most people enjoy Tarkin Town and ECL at some point.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of players are also a bit sick of Tarkin Town decks
and ECL. Yeah,
I think the ECL they are mostly sick of because of Sabine.
Yeah, but I don't feel like ECL has been that big of a problem for a longer time now.
Not lately, no. But
I feel like Tarkin Town
back,
has been more prominent of a deck type, kind of the decks that use that.
It's more defining of what the deck actually wants to accomplish, I guess. Whereas ECL is more of a tool.
Yeah. And it's okay, do I really want to pay 5 HP for this?
Yeah. It's a very serious question, especially when you can face Data Vault and Colossus that brings it to an 8 or 10 HP swing just from start of the game. But I think they might also be I think one part is that Mattias says limited time of practicing. Obviously, a lot of people have put down Anakin Data Vault because that's new. put time into that. But like Vu kept Kira Data Vault because he thought that was probably great. Han1 Green players like just slammed the shoe and we beat most things still. Yeah. And he did. So I think we will see more experiments with the new, at least new cards. The new leaders we'll see.
But we did see a What Tumbler deck though.
That is cool.
Did you hear? It was like a Unity of Purpose.
Oh yeah, that makes
with
sense.
Droid Manufacturing, I think.
Where was this?
I'm not sure. Maybe you're gonna have to skim through the YouTube video. I just heard of it.
I mean, it sounds cool. I enjoy things that sound cool.
Yeah, it's it seems pretty decent. But my problem with Unity of Purpose decks is that it's just so sad when you don't draw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also sad when the opponent plays around it and have some good answers, because even if you have it, you usually have 2 units on board.
Yeah.
Unless you're a control deck, because they might not be able to. But
yeah.
But I think it's a solid start of the meta, but it's very early still, and we will see when PQ season arrived. We will see a lot more. And I think the PQs are starting to roll out already, like start in December. So
yeah. In Sweden, it's in January 3rd in Linköping, and all of you should be there.
Yeah, well, it will not take all of you, but most people should be there. We should fill it.
Every single one of you should be there.
Yeah, to watch.
All right.
Yeah.
But then we will close with that encouragement. Come to Linköping. We will stream it. So if you can't, you can still watch.
Yep.
And any other last comments before we sign off?
No. I think may the force be with you, and see you next week.
Good to have you, Mattias.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.